Questions, please?
How have you guys responded in practice this week? I know you weren't too thrilled when we spoke yesterday on the Matt call. How have they responded to you calling them out in terms of effort and coaching effort and all that stuff?
Today was better, and we're going to continue to push them. But the bottom line is they got to go out and play on Saturday. The practice is one thing, and they have to go out and play. They have to go out and get back to playing Temple football. Right now, we're not doing it.
Coach, after a victory like Army, to come up with that kind of performance, I guess there's no explanation per se of when it happened, but just your thoughts on the turnaround from 1 week to the next.
Just really incredibly disappointing. Incredibly disappointing. I know we were excited to play. I know I was excited to see our team play. And we came out, we didn't have any energy, we didn't have any passion, and we weren't very tough, we didn't play smart, and we didn't play with discipline. And that's it. There's no excuses. You're looking at the guy responsible, and I'll get it fixed.
I think you had Alex Jackson now, a wide receiver on the depth chart.
Yeah, we're just.
What have you seen from him?
No, we're just trying to find ways to get Alex in the game. Alex is a really good athlete, and he's still maturing and still learning how to play the game, and we're just trying to get him in places to play the game. And obviously, I'd like for him to contribute a little bit more.
Was Bernard able to work out today?
He was. He was. Again, we're hopeful that he'll be ready to go. Not getting tackled and controlling his situation is a lot different than being tackled and being torqued and all that. So, we approach each week right now with, our game plan's not going to change whether he's in there or not. I think Akeem's really improving. Obviously, Burrell, we like his progress, and Matt's having a real good year. We would prefer to have, those guys plus Bernard, but it's not going to change who we are.
Matt just got dinged up, Al. Is it good he's okay?
Brown? Yeah, I think he'll be okay. He's fighting through some things, but Mike, there's a lot of guys fighting through some things right now. No one's 100%, and we have to realize that they're not going to be 100% until the season's over.
Does your heart go out to Steve Caputo? The kid just has had so much bad luck with injuries in his career.
Yep. Obviously, no one's tougher than he is. He's come back from multiple surgeries, and he's already indicated that he's looking forward to coming back again. So he's had some bad luck. He was really playing well, and that's going to cause us to reshuffle the O-line a little bit, move some guys around. We'll figure out who the best 5 are and go from there. But we lost a tough guy, and we lost a competitor, and obviously we lost a lot of experience when he went down.
Does that impress you when a kid says already, I want to come back? Because when you've had 4 season-ending injuries, 2 in high school, 2 in college, a kid might say, maybe I should hang it up. But do you always kind of wait to see how the kid's going to respond? And are you really impressed when he jumps right back out and says, I want to come back?
Well, I was thinking it was going to be the other way. I think probably deep down inside his father thought it was going to be the other way, but the kid he loves the program, he loves football, and he's really, he's the product of a real industrious family, great family, and we're proud to have him in our program. And I know, I'm sure his parents are real proud of the kid that he would step up and make that kind of decision and not really say, well, I'm going to wait and see, or I'll talk about it. Like, the kid really wants to come back, and he loves his teammates, he loves the program, and I have no doubt that he will come back.
Derek's not an unknown commodity for you at left tackle. How's he playing right now?
I was not pleased with either he or Wayne's performance on Saturday, and they both know that, so it's no surprise, and we're going to have to improve there.
Coach, how are you addressing Chester on? There have been a few occasions, I'll say, where you game planned all week, and then the big play is an overshoot.
Yep.
What is the approach to addressing down in Chester? You got to hit those when they're there.
That's it. You only get him a couple times a game. You got to hit him. He knows that. Again, there's a lot of factors involved. The timing of the route, how the receivers run the route, the blocking, but ultimately the quarterback's responsibility is to put the ball on him. He's got to do that, and right now it's unacceptable. to be quite honest, the amount of throws we're leaving on the field is unacceptable, and we got to get it fixed. Again, it goes back, it starts with me, it starts and ends with me, so I'm going to get it fixed.
I know you said you're not going to tip your hand on some of the changes, but if you did make a switch at quarterback, where are the guys like Mike and Chris in terms of their development as quarterbacks? What do you see from them? What are they doing well? What do they still need to work on? Stuff like that.
Well, I mean, I think, obviously neither of them have the game experience, but I think both are bright. They both have good arms, they have good touch, and they can make plays with their feet. So, we're going to give a lot of guys a look there, just like we're going to do it at a lot of positions, but I know this, at the end of the day, we're not going to play like we played Saturday. I'll quit before we play like that again. That was embarrassing, to play like that, to have no energy in that type of environment. We'll never play like that again, I promise you.
You talked about this on the MAC call yesterday, and I think somebody had asked you about where you are as a program, and you just wouldn't have been saying stuff like that 4 years ago, and you said it kind of gives you an indication of where we are. We lose to a good team, and I'm this upset. Do the guys need to be reminded of that every once in a while and saying, hey, this is what we aspire to, and even though we were in the game in the second half, I'm not going to accept some
No,
of this?
and here's why. Because I love all you guys in the room, but I really don't know everybody in the room, and nobody in the room is going to set our expectations. That's the reality of it. I mean, you can't imagine the expectations that I have for this program, and you can't even understand the amount of work that the coaches put in, and a lot of the people that maybe complain or don't like the way we play. I agree with you, but they couldn't do what our student athletes do every day, and it starts and ends with them. Those kids have to understand that that's one of the 14 opportunities we let go, and they know I'm upset. But listen, if they're not upset what they put on tape, then we have a problem. So I guess what I'm saying in a long-winded way is that, I'm glad that people think, we should have a good team this year and everything, but I didn't listen to those people, when we stunk. They don't set our agenda, they don't set our goals, and certainly they don't set the expectations for our program. And maybe this is a wake-up call for our kids, and we got to get back to the basics, because right now we just don't look like a good football team right now. We don't play like a good football team, and we got to get back to our foundation.
How, what you're saying, though, the fact that we were able to go out there and get a 7-point lead midway through the game, or was that just like kind of a fool's gold kind of thing?
In terms of,
Well, you said like they weren't playing with energy.
Yeah, I mean, if you just looked at the game, we block a punt, nobody cares. We block a punt, and there's no energy. They make a play, and the kids are running around like crazy. I can't believe that was my team out there, to be quite honest. It will never happen again here. I will never have a team that looks like that again on a Saturday. I promise you. I promise you. That was embarrassing. We had a lot of kids that played their hearts out, but we didn't play with energy, we didn't play with passion. And, they executed better. I'm going to give them credit again. They executed better. They were tougher than us when they needed to be. They were more disciplined. We block a punt and have 3 penalties. We block a punt, get the ball back in midfield, down by 7, and we go backwards with 3 penalties. Bernard has a 45-yard run that gets called back because of a hold. Okay, that's not playing disciplined football, and we didn't play real smart. We just didn't play smart. We took a sack on, not a sack, but we held the ball on a 4th down play, which is like 2-minute one-on-one. We had a check down running back that danced instead of getting across the sticks. And I can go on and on. Okay, but embarrassing.
Is that the first time you felt like this after being?
No, I felt like that for 2.5 years, you know what I mean?
Right, after you reach a certain point.
But no, there's no excuse. The same team that went into Penn State and played in that environment with 1 penalty looked mystified on Saturday. Now, you tell me what that is. That's my job to get them ready. That's focus. That's discipline. That's taking care of the little things, and we got to get back to the process. And again, it's tough to talk because this happened Saturday, and in this business you got to move on. And I thank all you guys for ruining my day again, but that's where we're at. I'm not pleased with where we're at in the team, and I think the players and the coaches know we're going to get back to playing our way.
Moving forward, and how do you think they'll respond to what you've said in the last couple of days? Or
We'll find out. Again, yesterday, today, tomorrow, all that's nice, and I hope it progresses, and I hope they improve every day. But we won't know till 1 o'clock on Saturday. We'll know 1 o'clock on Saturday, okay? And it's really, you know, we got a team coming in here that is dangerous, that moves the ball prolifically. It's got receivers that know how to catch the ball, that scores in bunches, that takes the ball away, and that plays with a lot of confidence. You know, that's the one thing. You know, when you're one of those programs that, you know, they have a winning tradition and expect to go to postseason games and compete in the league, I think that's what they have. They have a little swagger about them, and they've lost a good competition. So I'm sure they're over there looking at the tape saying, we got these guys, we're going to get these guys. And that's where we're at. It's going to be quite a challenge for us Saturday.
Would there come a time in this game that you would consider alternating or bringing in another quarterback?
Sure. I do it at every other position.
That's what I mean. You have 6 tight ends
I do it at every other position.
and wideouts moving in and out.
Correct. It better look the way it needs to look on Saturday.
Coach, at Bowling Green, Coach Carson is undertaking something similar to what you found at Temple, although I guess he had a better foundation to start off with. But I just wanted you to talk about what you've seen from how he's bringing that thing along.
Well, number one, I mean, he's a great coach. Obviously, one of the best offensive minds in the country. He's always going to have a leader on the offense in terms of receptions. He's going to find ways to game plan you and create ways to move the ball. You know, I have the utmost respect for him. And, you know, they're playing, if there's any similarity between us and them a couple of years ago, is that he's playing with a lot of young guys. You know, there's a lot of young guys on that team. But our guys, when they were young, they didn't know how to win. All their young guys went to the bowl game. All their young guys last year, I think, started 1-3 or 1-4, and then turned it around, you know, to go to that bowl game and play well and do all those things. So their record means nothing. Their kids are confident, they're well coached, and I know they're going to come in here hungry. I mean, they should.